Is there still a place on the driveway for the traditional wagon now that SUVs have stolen the hearts of family buyers? Here's 3 all-wheel drive models hoping to prove that all is not lost. The Holden Commodore Tourer, no longer Australian made and no longer a rear drive machine, this is the first Commodore since the Adventurer to have the drive sent to all 4 wheels. But it's up against some tough competition in the form of perennial favourite with Aussie regional buyers, the Subaru Outback, and its fellow German-made Volkswagen Passat Alltrack. So which of this trio has the goods to take on the might of the SUV? On test are the range-topping models. It's the Calais V from Holden, the 3.6R from Subaru, and the Wolfsburg Limited Edition from Volkswagen. The Holden Tourer is powered by a V6 petrol engine paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. Under the bonnet of the Outback is the familiar 6-cylinder boxer engine arrangement favoured by Subaru, which is matched with a continuously variable transmission, while the Volkswagen Passat Alltrack is spurred along by a 2-litre turbocharged diesel engine with 6-speed dual-clutch transmission. 3 very different drivetrains deliver 3 very different driving experiences. The Commodore offers the most power of the 3 vehicles, but less torque than the Passat. Behind the wheel of the Commodore, and it's strangely familiar yet still quite new, the steering is nicely weighted and there's plenty of performance from that V6 engine, which is beautifully matched to a 9-speed auto, which is a fantastic performer. The Passat Alltrack has probably the firmest ride of the 3 cars. It's got a larger 19-inch wheel and it's a lower profile, so you do feel a lot more bumps, even on the tarmac roads. The 2-litre turbocharged diesel engine is responsive enough and it's got lots of torque down low, but it's hampered somewhat at really low speeds by the DSG gearbox, which takes time to get moving. And the Outback, well, it's probably the surprise of the trio in terms of its all-round capability. Yes, the engine is paired with a continuously variable transmission, but it's not a particularly obnoxious one. In fact, it's quite unobtrusive. On the Subaru, the ride is pretty refined. It's probably the most compliant of all 3 of the cars. It's got a chunky tyre, and combined with a really exceptional suspension setup, it's a comfortable cruiser and it absorbs a lot of the lumps and bumps of gravel roads. The Outback also has the most flexibility off the beaten track too. It features Subaru's X mode, which optimises its all-wheel drive on challenging terrain, and it also has the best ground clearance. The VW Passat also offers additional assistance in the form of drive mode selection, including off-road mode with hill descent control. With only a standard all-wheel drive system and the lowest ground clearance of our 3, the Commodore Tourer doesn't offer the same confident performance off-road. Disappointingly too, despite being shod with a rugged SUV spec tyre, it's the only car to come with just a space-saver spare. The others are both equipped with an essential full-size wheel. Of course, drive and performance is only part of the story when it comes to family wagons. These 3 have to perform when it comes to practicality too. Surprisingly, while the Commodore Tourer is the longest vehicle here, it offers the least total cargo capacity with its rear seats down. That honour goes to the Outback, which offers SUV levels of space. Packaging in all 3 vehicles is very good. There's plenty of room in the second row of each and good storage solutions throughout. Tech features even things out too, with each car offering a suite of driver assistance and safety features, including adaptive cruise control, autonomous emergency braking, and phone integrations including Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are some buts though, and traditional Calais V buyers are going to notice some of the details that show this Commodore was built to a budget. There's a hole for the sunglasses holder, but no sunglasses holder, and that's something that we've got in each of the other cars. And then there are other finished things too. The parcel shelf is not as smooth as in the VF Commodore, and the cover that sits over the cup holders is not smooth either. The cabin of the Passat feels more refined than the Commodore, and it's more up to date. It's more modern. The screen is a lot clearer, particularly the image you get from the reverse camera. For just $1,000 more than the Commodore, the Passat offers more perceived value. It misses out on a sunroof, which is a $2,000 option from Volkswagen, and with the black headlining, it's a little bit dark and oppressive in the rear. That said, seat comfort is excellent in the front and second rows. The cabin layout in the Outback is much preferable to previous iterations. It's nice and clean and it's all easy to drive. Steering wheel is a little bit busy. There's still a lot of buttons, which the Japanese seem to really like. But overall, I have to say, cabin quality and general comfort is really good. Add in its inherent practicality and on-road composure, and it's the Outback that's the all-wheel drive wagon that's our pick of this threesome.